everyone, I'm Mine, and this is set number 76186, Black Panther Dragon Flyer from the LEGO Marvel Superheroes theme. This set contains 3 minifigures, 202 pieces, and retails for $19.99 in the US. This set was sent to me by the LEGO Group through the LEGO Ambassador Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. So here's the main build of the Black Panther Dragon Flyer, and this is pretty alright. The MCU isn't like Star Wars, they don't have like all these amazing vehicles to draw from, and this is one of the more unique ones from the MCU. So it is cool to see it translated into LEGO form, and I think it is pretty cool. Not personally my taste, if I didn't get it from land, this probably wouldn't be a set I picked up. But that doesn't make it bad by any means, it's just not my personal favorite. That being said, there's a lot of pretty solid things about it, so let's go through them. So the main feature of this set is the transformation. You can see you can have it out flat like this, or you can pull it on the front right here and turn like the head up. And with that turn, you can see the underside is now facing out. There's a few other transformations you can make. These blades in the center can be moved up if you want. And then the 4 wings in the background ball joint, so you can move those out. And there it is in its full transformed form like you see in the movies. It's making that giant X shape, it's got the blades in the middle, and the cockpit is facing forward. But transforming it back into its regular form, let's take a look at each part of it one by one. So to start, we have the cockpit out the front right here. I believe this windshield piece is originally from Speed Champion, so it's really cool to see it reused here, though obviously the printing on it is new. That is printed, not a sticker, so that's always really nice to see. And if you open that up, you can see there is the seat inside. Here you can fit Black Panther or any other character you want, and you can close it back up. You can see there's a few purple stickered pieces in here, which are really interesting. But other than that, the seat is pretty simple. It is a $20 set, so I don't expect very much, but it's not as complex as some other cockpits and other sets. The body of the vehicle is relatively boring to me, just very gray. There's a few stickers on it, like this one right here and this grate right here. But overall, I don't think it does anything too spectacular. These trans blue cheese slopes are really, really cool. They give it a really unique look. They were kind of obnoxious to build, just putting the same piece on over and over again, but the end result I was pretty happy with. So I think that part's pretty solid overall, and honestly gives a lot of life to this vehicle that it would not have otherwise. The wings, as I mentioned, are in ball joints. You can move them all around. There's a wider range of motion if you transform the cockpit, but even in its normal form, there's still quite a bit of motion you can get, especially moving them up and down if you want like the wings to flap. And then this building technique at the end of the wings I just found to be really unique. I don't really have anything to say about it, I just found it very curious. Not particularly good or bad, just interesting. 2 wings out the back of the vehicle, and in case you missed it, out the front there's 2 stud shears that show trans blue studs. Not much else to say on this one, so now let's move on to the minifigures and then my overall thoughts. So here are the first 2 minifigures in this set. We have Black Panther and we have Shuri. Black Panther is a really good minifigure for the most part. He does unfortunately suffer from the same thing a lot of Marvel figures suffer from, and that is a lack of leg printing. This torso is fantastic, the headpiece as well. I love the purple detailing this time around, which I don't believe he's had previously. It just shows that purple energy flowing through his outfit, and I think it looks so cool. He's got the necklace and everything too, lots of metallic printing. So from the torso up, he's just fantastic. But then the legs are just completely unprinted, so the level of detail in the torso just feels so juxtaposed by the plain black legs. Out of all the figures to not have leg printing, I think Black Panther is far from the worst, because the black does work better than some other ones, but it would have looked so much better with the purple detailing on the legs as well. So that is disappointing to see that there's nothing there, not even in the hips. But other than that, this guy is fantastic. This is my first time getting a Black Panther minifigure, and I absolutely love it. You can see he's got the horn attachment at the top of his head for his ears, and around the back he looks super cool too with more of that metallic silver printing. And also, it's kind of hard to see, but he has symbols printed on the back of his head, which is really cool too. So as a whole, this guy is really great, other than the lack of leg printing. And Shuri is a very similar case. Once again, my first time getting this character, I love getting this character, and I think most of her is really fantastic. Really great hairpiece that works excellently for her, but also you can use in your own customs. Face print, because she has the face markings on her, would not work as well for customs, but it's still a really cool and unique face that was designed for her, which I really appreciate. And then the torso is fantastic as well. I love the use of the different shades of blue and the yellow and everything. But then once again, it just cuts off at the legs. I think this is a bigger deal than the Black Panther one. I think this looks way worse. And it's just disappointing to see. I don't know why LEGO insists on doing this over and over again. She's got these like glove attachments that have these trans blue studs at the end like she had in the movies. And I think those are a really good representation of those weapons, and I love seeing them translated here into LEGO form. There's her back torso print, once again very detailed. And there's her alternate face, where instead of smiling, she's scowling. Which I actually really appreciate, because a lot of times female characters have 2 smiling faces for some reason, so I like seeing a happy and an unhappy face for her. It just gives you more variety. But yeah, that's about it for these 2. Once again, both of them very fantastic figures, just the lack of leg printing really hurts both of them. But they're both really good characters to get in only a $20 set, so I can't complain too much. And then finally, the set comes with one single Chitari, and my overall thoughts on this guy are They're a very massible army that's appeared in a few movies, but they're just not that interesting. Once again, no leg printing on this guy, though he's not as egregious as the other 2. And I mean, yeah, it's good to get these guys, but nothing about him is too exciting. Kind of interesting weapon build right here, like this gun's kind of unique, but this is just not a figure I care all too much about. He's fine to get, but not really for me. There he is with the weapon removed, and there's the back torso print as well as back head print. Honestly, back torso print and back head print both are really good. I especially love the gold on the back of the head. Kind of impressed by that considering I don't really care too much about the front. Nice job, LEGO. But overall, would I recommend this set? I don't think you need it. It is only $20, so it's not like too big of a deal to just pick it up if you want it. But I think there's much better $20 sets out there. The new Black Panther is great, but he does also come in the Avengers Endgame battle, which is a much better set, so you do get him there. Shuri is exclusive here, so obviously if you want her, yeah, you should get this set. I don't think you'll be disappointed by it. But I don't know, this is just not the kind of set that excites me too much. Not a fan of big gray vehicles, especially ones that I didn't feel were too iconic from the movies. But as I said, Marvel doesn't have too much to pull from in that department. They're not Star Wars. So I think it was a fine choice to make a set out of. It's just personally one I'm not too excited by. And if the figures were a little bit better, I'd be more excited by it. But they're all held back by the lack of light printing, and that just really shows here. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought of the set in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and subscribe if you're new. I do LEGO videos like this almost every day, so if you subscribe, you'll be the first to see them. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.